We are Fairy Tale!
I am Natsu Dragneel.
Hey, I'm Gray.
Put your clothes back on, you damn underpants, Shogun.
Oh, you want to go, General Snowface?
Yeah, come on, bring it, droopy eyes.
I'm Loki, and ladies, my number is... And you can text me anytime.
I am Elfman, here for my fist to meet your face.
Natsu!
What?
Hi! Hey, Natsu!
Huh?
Lucy likes you!
Don't say weird shit like that when I'm trying to fight Gray! Oh yeah? Well, you still haven't beaten me yet, Gray.
Oh yeah, you want to go again?
Gray it did!
Until the two of you are stronger than me, no fighting!
I'll be good.
Urza, why don't you just let them be? Isn't it better this way?
Hey, Charle! Yeah? Here's a fist I caught for you. No way!
Hey, Natsu? Remember when I asked you if I could be your wife a long while back?
Uh-huh.
That question still stands.
What?
It still stands.
Don't you get involved in this, Gray.
Is the big bad Natsu gonna get angry?
Fire Dragon's Fist!
Whoever the hell else we feel like bringing into the show, I'll give you a clue. Shooba-dooba! So, welcome to episode 13 of the Fairy Tale Podcast. We've got an interesting episode for you today. We're recapping anime episodes 20 and 21. We are going to go ahead and talk a bit about some more upcoming cons with our Fairy Tale news. And got a little bit more in the way of podcast news. Of course, another segment of cooking with Elfman and Charle's Magical Education and Reedus Gallery. Before we recap the manga chapter of the week, which of course is chapter 400 or 249. 400? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I know. Jumped up ahead, didn't it? Yeah. So, no, but to jump into podcast news real quick, of course, we want to talk about the upcoming cons. First off, AWA is the one that's coming up soon, and it's going to be our very first panel ever. And we wanted to know what you guys thought as far as ideas for the panel should be. Like, we want to hear back from our listeners. What do you guys think we should do for our first panel? We've already got some ideas coming to us from Facebook, so make sure to check the Facebook and the Twitter and post up your ideas. We'll be checking on that as often as we can. But we want to hear what you guys would like to have for a panel. I'm also looking for somebody that can work Excel to work with me so that we can put up like an Excel slideshow for the Fairy Tale Podcast panel. And, yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking to try and do. The next bit, of course, is to talk about New York Comic Con and all the crazy guests that they have there. If you haven't heard yet, we're going to go ahead and let you know that there are an insane list of guests from the Fairy Tale series.
Wait a second. Are you talking about Excel or PowerPoint?
PowerPoint, probably.
Okay. I was going to say, Excel's just a spreadsheet. That's it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I need a PowerPoint presentation, sorry. I think I might. I have the Microsoft Office suite. I just don't know how to set everything up.
So.
Yeah. Well, I know I have it. I just don't know if I've got like all the stuff set up for it. All right. So anyway, back to New York Comic Con, where we're going to announce a couple more things. Of course, Todd Habercorn is going to be there. Colin Klinkenbeard, Jeremy Lay, and Newton Pittman, who is the voice of Gray. They will be there, and, of course, the big announcement is that Hiro Mashima is going to be at New York Comic Con, so make sure you get there. because it's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and you definitely don't want to miss it. I'm sure as hell not going to. I will kill as many people as I have to get there, and that's pretty much that. So that is pretty much it for podcast news. Just if you want to send us information, send us an email, fairytalepodcast@gmail.com, and Luxus keeps up to date with what's going on there. So
Yes,
as soon as we know, or as soon as you email us and it gets through to us, he actually gets a message on his phone and he tells me about it. So
yeah, my phone blows up multiple times daily.
So we will know.
But that's an awesome thing. So
Google Plus too, it works out as well. So we really want to thank the people that are following us on Google Plus, and make sure to check out the website because, like I said, we're going to start posting stuff really, really soon on there. I've got to update some more stuff on the podcast crew page for our WordPress page, but make sure to go and check it out. Also visit our iTunes feed because obviously we're now on iTunes, and just try and keep spreading the word around. Hey, there's Fairy Tale Podcast out there. It's run by the same people that did Corner. You should check it out. Alrighty, so that having been said, we're going to move on to the fairy tale news, and Charle has some updates for us.
More con info. As I said last time, Non-Destined Con is September 9th through 11th in Denver, Colorado, and Todd Habercorn is going to be there. Anime Week in Atlanta is September 30th through October 2nd in Atlanta, Georgia, and Todd Habercorn is scheduled to be there as well. Then we have New York Comic Con, which is October 13th through the 16th in New York, New York. And we have Hiro Mishima, Jeremy Lay, Colin Klinkenbeard, and Todd Habercorn, who are scheduled to be there. Then we have EXP Con in October 21st through 23rd, and that's in St. Augustine, Florida, and Chris Sabat is scheduled to be there. And that wraps it up for the con list.
Alrighty, so that is our fairy tale news for you this week, and we will let you know when we start hearing on when the next episodes are going to be coming out or available on DVD. We're going to, as soon as we know, we will let you guys know. Also, we're going to keep an eye out for the newest manga, so make sure you keep an eye out on that as well. So, volume 15 should be the next one coming out in the States, and we'll let you guys know when that is available. We're going to start looking on the booksellers lists really soon to find those. And we are now going to move on to the anime recap. Alright, so this week's episodes are episodes 20 and 21. Episode 20 kind of starts off in a forest. Natsu and Happy are having a fight over the fact that Natsu caught a giant fish and he's not going to share it with Happy. And he ate the whole thing, bones and all. And I love Happy's reaction to this. He's like, our friendship is over, and runs away in like this very dramatic style. And, you know, Natsu's all pouty and whatever. Lucy actually says something that pisses him off because it's something reminiscent to him because Lisana had said it before. And it kind of reminded him of that. And he gets all angry and tells her to shut the hell up and walks off. And which is really kind of out of character for Natsu.
See, I make him angry.
At this point in time, you're really, really curious what's going on. And the episode is called Natsu and the Dragon Egg. Which is hilarious because, you know, Natsu's not a dragon. Or Happy's not a dragon. Yeah. Then we move on. Lucy has walked into the archive section, which is like this huge library-looking thing. Mira Jane's standing on this giant ladder trying to find different stuff. Lucy screws it up, knocks over all the books, and she actually finds an old picture. And it's pretty cool because it's a picture of everybody when they were younger, except Happy's drawn like a big blue dragon, which is excellent. It's kind of nostalgic to see these characters when they were so much younger. And Lucy's going like, "Oh my god!" But they start flashbacks, and Gray and Natsu haven't really changed. They're still always fighting, and Ayers is the one that broke up their fights, which means nothing's changed. And they keep trying to fight Erza, and Erza keeps beating the crap out of them. So, again, not all that much has changed. Natsu goes into this forest to train. He's beating on a tree that has Erza and Gray's faces on it. And then a big egg falls from the tree and hits Natsu in the head. He finds this giant egg and brings it to the guild. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, are you going to cook it? That's an awesome egg." He's like, "I'm not going to eat it. It's a dragon egg. I'm going to hatch it." Which is hilarious because there's a lot of people that actually get behind this idea. Like, Erza thinks it'd be a good idea. Lisana decides she's going to help him out. They tell him he has to warm it up. So he's like, "Oh, that's my greatest ability." It fucking starts letting fire go on the egg. Gray kicks him, calls him an idiot. And he's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "You're not supposed to warm it up like that. You'll cook it." I think probably the biggest change is actually Elfman because he's so polite and in that suit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Elfman's the one person that's changed from this. So Lisana decides to join up with Natsu to help hatch the egg. And she makes a little place. Mira Jade is also one of these big changes because she was like this delinquent that wore like really skimpy clothing and she had like a horrible attitude. It's so funny. All right. Let's see. A Vulcan shows up, and Natsu fights him. He fails at first, and he ends up winning. And probably the best part of this moment is that Lisana actually basically says, "Hey, you and I should be husband and wife." And Natsu's like, she's describing how that Mira cooks, and so does Elfman. And I think it's hilarious that Natsu couldn't picture Mira cooking, except in like the most horrible of scenarios. But Elfman cooking, he could totally picture that. And which is where Cooking with Elfman comes from. The egg goes missing. They start searching for it. Turns out Elfman had it because he was trying to keep it warm. The egg hatches, and a little blue cat with wings pops out. And everybody's like, "What is it? Is it a bird?" "No, it's a cat." It lands on Natsu's head. The wings vanish. He jumps up. First words, "Aye!" And then everybody falls in love with the happy instantly. Yeah, that's the greatest part. And I like how the name comes about. She says that she made everybody happy, kind of like the blue bird of happiness. And so he goes, "Oh, that's it. I'll call him Happy." And as soon as he hears his name, "Aye!" Natsu's like, "It's the dragon Happy." And they're like, "That's not a dragon." Then you flash forward a bit to where Lisana and Natsu are a bit more grown up, and she's leaving on an S-rank mission, and Natsu's totally jealous. And you actually get a bit more of that story there. And then you flash forward again to the current predicament, which is Happy is fishing and can't catch anything, and Natsu's like, "Well, what am I going to do with all these fish?" He's holding like a huge group of fish, and Happy's all like drooling and crying. He's like, "Yeah, I'm happy." He runs right back to Natsu like there was never a problem. They totally made up. And that's pretty much the end of that particular episode. And then we move on to episode 21, where they just came back from another mission, and Natsu's still calling her by the wrong name. Lucy calls her Oopie this time. And this episode is actually titled Phantom Lord, and it's the new arc. They get back, and the guild has like these giant iron columns embedded into it that have been slammed into it. The storage area has been converted into the temporary beer hall now, and Master has told them not to seek any revenge right now, which kind of pisses off Natsu, and you can understand why. Now, Lucy walks home at the end of the day, comes into her house, and instead of it being just one of the group, it's the whole damn crew. It's Natsu, Gray, and Erza, all in the same place. They're all sitting there drinking tea at her table. As soon as she walks in, she overreacts and fucking hits Natsu. They explain that they're there because Master decreed nobody should be alone after the Phantom Lord incident. So as they are a team, they're all hooking up together and kind of looking over each other. And Ayers is like, I didn't feel good letting Natsu and Gray stay over here. After all, you are a girl, so she's going to stay over there too. I like that Happy starts looking around, and Ayers is like going nuts because she finds her skimpy underwear, and she's like, oh my god, you can actually wear this? I like that Happy is eating squid and Natsu's like eating all sorts of little candies and stuff. They seem to be having fun with what's going on here, and I like she pretty much orders them to take a bath, and they're like, I don't wanna. They make excuses, and then Ayers is like, shall we take a bath together like we used to long ago? And the look on their faces is like, dear God, but that. They look like it's the scariest thing in the world for them. And let's see, you got Team Shadow Gear, which is Levy and Jet and Droy walking down the street, and then it kind of flashes dark. And let's see, we move back to the house where Natsu's falling asleep at the table, and Erza's sitting there in a towel and requips into pajamas. So apparently, she can requip into anything, and that's totally impressed Lucy.
I know, I have pictures.
And then, oh, by the way, this entire time, Gray's been reading the story that she's been writing. She takes it away, and he's like, hey, I want to know what happens next. So apparently he's actually interested in her story. And she says that her first reader is going to be Levy. I like how Ayers is like, give me the book. She's like, hell no! But anyway, they start discussing Phantom Lord. And then the next thing that happens is it's daytime. There's a giant tree, there's a huge crowd around it, and you find out that Levy, Jet, and Droy have been more or less hung at that tree by, like, metal brackets. Of course, this pisses off everyone. It's one thing to damage their guild, but if you dare attack their people, it's on, like Donkey Kong. So, Makarov says, we're going to war! Lucy's having a flashback of when she and Levy met, and now they became friends. Then we go to Phantom Lord, where everybody's kind of like talking about how they're going to go beat up some more fairy tale people on their next mission. And then the front door busts open, and it's Natsu and the whole gang, and the war begins. And the fight ensues. You get to see a little bit of what everybody can do in the show. Wakaba, Elfman. You get to see pretty much a lot of everybody's abilities that you hadn't seen before. Marco, Biska, and Alzak. You get to see just what they can really do. And then, of course, I love that Happy beats the shit out of people with, like, food and a melon. That's probably one of the best things. Let's see, then we meet a girl with blue hair who's walking around in the rain with an umbrella, and then some weird guy in a suit. We don't know who they are quite yet. And they introduce themselves as Jubia and Sol, one of the the elemental four of Phantom Lord. And they capture Lucy. The fight we go back to the fight where it's still continuing, and Fairy Tail's pretty much fucking up Phantom Lord. Makarov's going to take out their master, and the guy behind it all drops down to join the fight as well. And that's pretty much where the episode ends. And this is basically the beginning of one of my most favorite arcs, is the Phantom Lord arc. It's just absolutely wonderful. I love it. But let's go ahead and get the opinions from everybody here. Elfman, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Loki.
Thumbs up for both.
Lisana.
Thumbs up for both for sure.
Charle.
Paws up.
Luxus.
2 toes, way on up.
He was actually sitting here watching it with me while we did this. Gray.
Up.
Alrighty. So, what is one thing you liked or didn't like? Elfman.
The beginning of the war.
Loki.
Episode 20, I liked it when Happy hatched. Everyone just paid right attention to it, and all the confusion about how it was nothing more than a flying cat. And 21, I just liked how the whole battle inside I just liked the whole battle. It's freaking amazing to see all that magical flying everywhere.
All right, Lisana.
Hey, Natsu, we should get married.
God damn it. I don't know what you're talking about. I never heard that. Gray.
I like it how they make a nest for Happy's egg.
I did too. That was awesome.
Oh, that was cool.
Charle.
I like how Happy lands on Natsu's head and he's just like, he.
Luxus.
I love it how they consider him a flying dragon even though he's a cat.
Yeah. And for me, my favorite part of both of these episodes was everybody pretty much hanging out at Lucy's house. Yeah. I love that. That is priceless. All right, so in comparison, what do you think was better, anime or manga this time? Elfman.
I'm gonna have to go with anime.
Okay. Loki.
Anime.
Isana.
Anime.
Gray.
I'm gonna go with everyone else and maybe say anime.
Okay. Charle.
Anime.
And Luxus.
Yeah, I gotta conform to the extremist. Anime.
Alrighty. So, yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap us up for these two episodes and the anime recap. And we are going to move on to Charle, who has a bit of magical education for us.
Today on Charles Magical Education, I'm going to cover Levy. Her magic type is a caster type, and it's called Solid Script. Solid Script is where you turn, let's say, the word fire into actual fire. When cast at an enemy, they would feel like they were being burnt by fire. Levy can also cast the word fire and have it burn like fire, but you can still see the letters as it holds its form. When Levy does this, the world actually takes on the properties of the aspect that they are based from. Like fire would feel like fire, ice would feel like ice, and iron would feel like you just got hit by a ton of iron. In this aspect, Levy actually made the word iron so that Gajeel could eat the iron and regenerate his health and his magic. She can also counter similar types of magic with her solid script, as she did with Reed. And that wraps it up for Charles Magical Education. Going to hand it over to Elfman for Cooking with Elfman.
Now, today on Cooking with Elfman, I'm going to teach you how to make shortcut chicken tortilla soup. Now, you're going to need about 2 cans of reduced sodium chicken broth, or unreduced, whichever you prefer, 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 2 jars of corn and black bean salsa, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning, a half a bag, or a full bag, depending on how crunchy you want it, of tortilla chips, crunched and crumbled, and 4 ounces of Monterey Jack cheese, grated. Now, first off, you bring the broth to a simmer in a large saucepan. Add the chicken and cook for 12 to 15 minutes or until no longer pink in the center. Remove the chicken from the saucepan, set it aside until cool enough to handle, then shred the chicken with 2 forks. Add the salsa to the saucepan, then cook for 5 minutes until soup comes to a simmer. Turn shredded chicken in the saucepan, cook for 5 more minutes until thoroughly heated. Then combine the oil and taco seasoning into a small bowl. Add the tortilla chips, toss to coat. Cook and skid chips in medium skillet over medium heat for 8 to 10 minutes or until toasted. Top soup with toasted tortilla chips and grated cheese. And that is that. I will pass it on to Lisa.
I like that. And one other thing, real quick, we've got a new saying for you. I think you should have. Welcome to Cooking with Elfman, where we teach you to cook like a real man.
and welcome to another entry into Reedus Gallery. For today's entry, we've got a picture titled FT, Gajeel, and Lily. Now, I picked this. It was a hard decision because there's a part 1 to this picture, which is basically just Gajeel sitting around with a bunch of real cats, you know, like looking at them, not sure which one to pick. So this is obviously part 2 where he's found Lily, and he is loving every moment of it. So, you know, it's them hanging out, being badass. What I really like about this is how they managed to keep the comic style of the actual manga. The anatomy looks pretty right. I mean, Tiger looks pretty. Lily.
Panther Lily.
Panther Lily. I'm like, yeah. I also enjoy like some of the small things that they've done, like actually putting the shade of what is obviously a tree onto the background to make it look like they're actually hanging out in some urban area and it's not just some random wall that they pasted on there. The shadows look pretty nice, and, you know, texturing, there isn't much, but that doesn't matter because it's, you know, it's more of the actual manga style, not so much, you know, realistic, gorgeous, looks like you can touch and feel it. No, it's not that. It's cute, it's simple, and that's what I like about it. And with that being said, I'm going to go around the table and get everybody's opinions. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Gray.
Thumbs up.
Natsu?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Alright. Elfman?
Oh, thumbs up.
Toes up.
And Happy?
Up.
Alright. What is one thing you like or dislike about this picture? Gray.
I like the shadows in the background.
Natsu?
I like the fact that apparently Panther Lily is cosplaying as Gajeel.
Charle? I have to agree with who just talked?
I did.
Natsu.
I have to agree with him because Panther Lily just looks awesome. Alright. Elfman?
Intense stares.
Luxus?
I know I'm the badass.
Yeah. Loki?
I like the fact that they're mimicking each other, but isn't Panther Lily a bit discolored?
Who knows? And Happy?
Looks like they're trying to form a hip-hop band.
At least it's not Devil Natsu. That's all I'm saying.
I said hip-hop band. I mean, like, hip-hop dance group, sorry. But hip-hop...
They're there trying to bop something.
Bop. They're trying to be a bop. This is not Hanson. In the old days. Hanson now is cool.
And one word to describe this picture. Gray.
That's bad.
Natsu?
Tree!
Charle?
Kick-ass.
Elfman?
Metal.
This picture is screaming metal, straight out, let's face it.
Luxus?
Kiss.
Gajeel is Gene Simmons.
We built this city.
Panther Lily, Starman.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Mimic.
Okay. Alright. And Happy.
Hearts. Do you see the little hearts
Yes, I
next
see
to his
that.
head?
He loves his...
I love my little brother.
Alright. That's gonna wrap us up for this week's entry into Reedus' Gallery, and I'm gonna hand it back to Natsu.
Alrighty, yeah, that wraps us up for all of that, and we are going to move on to the manga recap. Alright, so this week it's chapter 249, and the title is Magic is Alive. And we've got our two crazy-looking guys and the three awesome, smexy, uber-hot guys that the girls go crazy for. So, first off, so it's basically, it looks like we're going through all the different guilds kind of right now. This is the Blue Pegasus guilds, or at least the members that we've met from Blue Pegasus, which we start off with the incredibly gay Master Bob, and he doesn't even hide the fact that he's gay. He's straight out playing it.
He's like the campest of the camp.
Now, Ichiya is different, and Ichiya's name means one night, but Ichiya is, he's the other kind of gay. He's just that weird. I mean, he's not homosexual, he's just weird, that kind of gay. And then you've got his 3 apprentices, which are called the Trimens. And going from left to right, you've got Eve, who is the little boyish-looking one, Hibiki, who is more or less your playboy, and Rin, who is your shy guy. So you've got all of them there. So you basically got all 3 of your different ones there, plus a Mario 2 reference.
Basically, Hibiki's the Loki of...
He's the Loki of the Blue Pegasus group, exactly.
That's okay, I'll go play with him.
Oh my god! Alright, debut single, One Night With You. Pegasus has swooped down into the world of music. With a sweet voice like perfume, it beckons you into a universe of sensations. And this one I'm absolutely happy about, because the first time in a long time, actually, we're actually recapping the current chapter of the manga.
Yay, we're caught up! Too bad we're still behind on anime episodes.
Naruhodo!
The blessing of daybreak dawns. The devil has fallen. The fairies dance. And we start off with Hades breathing heavily because he just had his ass kicked. And we move on to the pimps that are everyone else.
Yeah. It's over, isn't it?
Yeah. We won, didn't we? Here, your scarf.
Thanks!
Yarr.
And we move on, and the happiness is now broken because here come the cats!
Oh, God.
No, not that way. Look at the picture before you do it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Everyone!
Oh my god!
It's no acting skill at all. That's her natural tone. You guys.
Help us, Doctor!
Wait! Get back here! You damn cats!
How dare you do that to the Master's hearts?
This is bad.
Shit. Our magic power is absolutely zero. Sorry, my magic power too.
And then we have Epic Foot and Surprise Face, and dude, that guy has a ginormous nose.
No.
He's Jewish.
Goddamn Jew.
This is possibly one of the most epic pages that we've had in a while. And micro-up dialogue, so I'll go ahead and say, hold it right there. But I love the epicness of this page.
Hold it right there.
Everybody. See!
Oh, whoa! There's more of them? Is that Makarov?
And look over there! Master Hades has been defeated!
Get off this island immediately.
Hi! We got it!
That's the warning shot!
That's what she said.
God damn it, there's like 2 of you.
Yay! And I like this. Instead of fist bump, it's like arm touch. Okay, as much as Gray's looking around trying to find Juvia, the best part of this next panel, I love that Natsu and Bixlo are like playing patty cake in the background. It's like, I am the patty cake champion!
How's Juvia? Dude, she didn't come back to camp, man. Is she alright? What happened with Zareth?
And then we have Makarov stepping up over to Luxus, and they glance at each other.
It's good to have you back. Did you think I was going to say something like that? You shit for brains. What were you thinking, stepping foot onto Tenro Island while you were still being exiled?
Master, calm down.
Your head is huge!
That's what she said.
Shut up, old man.
Luxus?
Luxus!
You made it back, Luxus!
Hey!
Master, just as strict in relentless as ever.
I suppose. Still being exiled?
Okay, let's continue the exam.
Right now?
That last part of the test had interference, so it doesn't count. So this time, let's handle it simply. We'll decide it by battle. And yes, I just did the arm movements.
Yeah, it was kind of...
It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Did something get knocked loose in your head? You really think you can win against me while you're that beat up?
Piece of cake! Right now I've got Lightning Fire Dragon.
Stop it, Gajeel.
Oh!
Who the hell falls down like that?
Natsu!
It's a side effect from eating any magic other than fire.
For the time being, why don't we head back to camp?
All your buddies could really use some rest.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head on back.
Yeah. Wait a sec. Do I have to carry Natsu?
Is father okay?
Juvia.
Makarov finished me off.
I learned many, many things from... As thanks for that, I'll look the other way while you get off this island.
What naivety. If you let me live, next time I'll destroy your guild for sure.
I lost to you, but these kids defeated you.
Not exactly. My heart was defeated. Tenno Island gave its power to the younger. If that coincidence hadn't happened, there's no way I would have lost to you.
Why did you fall into the darkness?
I already told you. The true nature of magic is darkness. Miracles created in the depths of darkness called magic. I retired from the guild and journeyed the road of magic because I wanted to discover truth in this world. This world that overflows with magic is a world of lies. That world that Seraph was in, the great world of magic, is the true world. I wanted to see what that world was like. That's why I awakened Seraph and acquired all the keys. I was so close. Just a little bit further. Until the one magic.
Even if you found that, it wouldn't change anything. It doesn't matter if you say the true origin of magic is darkness. It doesn't matter if you say it's light either. Magic is alive. Its place changes over time and it grows along with us. Magic is anything you can think of. It can be felt in infinite ways. It can be felt in infinite ways, as light, as darkness, as red, or as blue. And it is living freely, together alongside fairy tale. All of this I learned from you.
And that was a fucking epic page right there. There was so much epic panels going on in this chapter. It was amazing. And then, ooh, surprise face from Hades. And then sleeping Natsu.
Dang, you're noisy, Natsu. Can you just shut up and sleep quietly?
Leave him alone. Leave him at rest. Wait, that's British lady, right?
Manane, I thought of a great idea. Natsu's twin sister. Wouldn't she be cute?
That's so gross.
So what we destroyed really Hades' heart?
Coincidence or not, we did a good job.
I love this. Back to Gajeel.
Hey, were you hurt, Lily?
A lot better off than you.
Sorry about my aim right there.
It's great to have... All right, excellent. It's great to have you back, Loxus.
I didn't exactly come back.
Loxus came back. Hey.
Are you listening?
And then back to Evergreen. This is great. Like, this chapter was made of pure funny.
Hey, Elfman did bad things to me while you were gone, Luxus. Won't you get him back for me?
You bitch.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
That's what she said.
Oh, I think we're going to call this episode That's What She Said.
Yeah. We got what she said, Team Innuendo's in here.
Next, I'm going to take care of Levy's wounds.
I'm fine. Why don't you get some rest too, Wendy?
No, I've been feeling great ever since Tenro Island turned back to normal.
But how did Tenro Island turn back to normal after being destroyed?
Oh dear. It couldn't be.
Hey, you guys. Julia. Oh, was that me too?
You're okay?
Julia is so sorry. Julia let Zareth get away. Grace, Mama, please punish me. Give it to me however you like.
I don't have those kind of hobbies.
But I do. Hey.
This is a kid's show.
All that's left is Gildarts. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure he's all right.
So, you were exiled? What a loser.
Piss off, Pops.
Bloody.
I love their faces on this, and then they're all laughing. I love that this is also Natsu dialogue. He wakes up to say, Gildarts, I challenge you!
Hey, Natsu! Grace, Mama, hurry, please!
Wow, put your ass somewhere else.
Wendy, shall we switch?
Erza-san, is that a nurse's uniform?
You don't have healing powers, do you?
Impossible! We were defeated.
I can't believe it.
Frickin' hell! Zareth was right in front of our eyes! The great world of magic was right in front of our eyes!
Step.
Frickin' hell! Who's there? This is...
People like you that carved me into existence.
Oh, shit.
It was wicked thoughts like yours that summoned Acknowledgia, heralding the end of this age. No one can stop it now. The world will be finished here. Zareth speaks of the apocalypse. The world is headed towards inescapable despair? To be continued in chapter 250, Zareth Awakens. And then we have badass-looking Gildarts. Alright, so, let's go through the list. What did you guys think of this manga chapter? Charle, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Paul's up all the way.
Happy. Oop. Gray.
Up.
Elfman.
Up.
Loki.
2 thumbs up and an appendage.
Luxus.
I'm giving 4 toes up.
Alrighty. So, what is one thing that you liked or did not like about this chapter? Charle.
Oh my god, what didn't I like? I loved all the laws.
Happy.
I liked the fact that Happy was like,
Wah! Gray.
The whole thing's funny. Really?
Okay. Elfman.
The epicness was like an explosion. Happy's mouth.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Loki.
Juvia's ass.
Luxus.
There's a lot of pornification going on.
Oh my god. What are your predictions for next week's chapter? Charle.
Next week's chapter is gonna be all pornography!
Yay!
I like this prediction. Happy.
Did you notice that every time I did her voice, I literally was shaking my body around? I was like, no. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Oh, really?
I wish we'd have got that on video.
Yeah.
You're going
I was like, yay! I was actually...
She's just sticking her booty out and stuff. Like, sometimes I wish we did video calls.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would record that shit and sell that. You have to pay for that kind of stuff.
That's pay-per-view only, son.
Alright, Happy.
Happy will rule the world. No, the guy with the running gun's gonna be, yelling at the other people.
I like how Zareth suddenly has Renin gun. Because
It looks like it, actually.
Gray.
I reckon Zareth's gonna, man the fuck up, yo.
You reckon? You're a southern boy.
Elfman.
I reckon.
Oh, God, it's open-ended. It really is.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
What did I say?
Loki.
The end of the world, as we know it.
Well, I feel fine. Luxus.
It was so full of porn that I cannot make a good prediction.
Alright.
Or wait, no,
Risana.
maybe I can make a good prediction.
I like how she has to point out the elephant in the room. Everybody else got it. She's the one that's...
Oh my god, there's a unicorn!
Unicorn! Unicorn.
Alright, I'm going to be the one person that says they're only going to cover a bit of what's going on with Zareth, and then they're going to get back to what's going on with everybody back on the island. My whole thing is, who the fuck is passing the S-rank exam, because they all deserve to now. That's all I'm saying.
Who the heck's passing around SGD?
Blame Loki.
I heard the S, I didn't hear the rest.
Blame Loki for the STD.
I hold no responsibility.
Alright, so, what did you think of this recap, Charle?
I thought this recap was hilarious. Just
happy.
It was full of ass and too many women.
You can never have too many women.
Okay, okay, women. Nom nom.
So if you'd like to audition for the Fairy Tale Podcast...
Yeah,
I have to inspect them, though.
But you have to be hot.
We need you to have boobies, be bisexual, and...
that second part is not required.
Don't mind
yes,
showing
it is.
The second
Oh,
part
yes,
not
it is.
required.
Caring is sharing, girls. Caring is sharing.
Share the wealth.
I'm sexual enough if you give me enough.
You know, two girls kissing's hot. Even if
Baby Dykes.
Baby Dykes, yeah!
Great.
Well, Happy can do a bitch and sexy voice.
I could do a bitch and sexy voice.
Alright, Elfman.
I just pretended I was getting raped, but whatever.
That's your big noise.
I had voices.
Yeah, your bitch was not bitching. You're like, bitch!
Loki.
Juvia going into bondage slave mode, personal favorite.
Alright, Luxus.
It was full of sexy, slutty fun.
The best kind.
But for real, we're actually losing a lot of the girls that we had on here, so we need to replace them. So,
That's what she said.
if you would like to audition, email us, send us an MP3 file of your voice, doing different dialogue. Try and see if you can grab up different characters in the Fairy Tale manga and just dub their lines and send that MP3 file to us at fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. That's what's going on right now. Alright, so anyway, that is going to wrap us up for the manga recap, and pretty much this episode of the podcast, all that's left to do is pretty much name this episode.
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, alright, so let's hear your votes. Charle.
Bondage, bondage, and bondage.
Happy.
All my ladies in the house.
Great.
Oh yeah, I got my sexy back.
Elfman.
Super sexy sweater time, go!
Loki.
She said it was bondage.
Fluxus.
That's all of what she said.
I did it.
And I'm going with just saying the girls are back in town.
Girls are back in town.
Wait, no. I've got it. Episode, what are we, 13 now?
Yeah.
13? Episode 13. Happy's on the Konoha corner. Epic name drop. We put Happy on the Konoha corner.
Hey, I can go hang out with Naruto now. He's so badass.
Yeah, alright. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We are going to play through all the ways that you can get a hold of us.
Find out about the latest Fairy Tale news, when the next episode is out, or to post on our blogs and let us know what you thought, visit fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com. You can also send us an email to fairytalepodcast@gmail.com.
Of course, all our videos are up on YouTube until we find a good feed to host them for iTunes and Zoom. However, we do not have all the audio up on our Mega Upload account, which is linked in the description for every video we post up.
If you want to follow us on Twitter to see what pretty pictures we find, new logos, con info, and awesome music, follow us at FairyTaleCast.
Keep up to date on when the newest episodes and chapters come out, as well as chat with other fans of the podcast and the Fairy Tale community. Discuss all your latest obsessions, share news, and chat with the crew of the podcast. Also be sure to send us your AMVs to post as well as any cosplay images you have. Help our community of fans to grow.
Alright, so we appreciate you listening to this episode of the podcast, and if you've made it right to this point in time where we're at right now with the show, I want to go ahead and apologize, but because these episodes are free, I don't owe you a dime, so there are no refunds. You cannot have your ears back. No.
Or your mind.
Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let us know. Send us back, send us feedback, rate us. Do the same thing with YouTube. send us an email, tell us what you think. We want to start reading fan mail, so send in your fan mail. We encourage it. So, yeah, remember the reason we're all here is to support the fairy tale series, the manga, the anime, all of it. And the best way that you can do that is by purchasing the manga that's available where you are, pre-ordering the manga, the anime episodes, which we think are actually going to come up for pre-order this month. So make sure to keep looking at the Amazon list and purchase that anime when it comes out. Keep Hiro Mashima employed. Please remember that mages are so much better than pirates because we don't like internet pirates. Mages are cooler. Alright, I am Natsu Dragmeal saying, damn it, I want my own slave!
Too bad.
I am Charle, and that's what she said.
God damn it, you took mine.
That was easy.
Wasn't me this time.
Kind of like you.
I am Elfman. What me and Evergreen did is completely true.
I'm Gray, and Juvia, I may have been like, oh no, point it somewhere else, but let's go to the bedroom now.
I'm happy and... Oh, great! Oh my God, you make me so happy!
Damn straight, bitch, damn straight.
I'm Luxus, I'm confused, and I'm also horny.
I'm Loki, and ladies, if you want to be punished by me, give me a ring.
Come on, Grace!
If you really want to be punished by him, just listen to Toby's Tales.
Oh! You had to go there, you son of a bitch.
That's right.
Alright, so that wraps it up for us. We are signing out. Peace from the greatest guild in the world.
Later, bitch, in my ass.
Kitty!
Woo!